What about you? Welcome to Premier Lawn's video. Today we're going to be redoing this lawn. This lawn was covered in weed grasses. We killed it off a couple of weeks ago. We're going to be stripping it right off. I'm going to show you everything you need. We're going to be scarfing it right down away to nothing, aerating it, overseeding it, top dressing it, fertilising it. I'm going to show you every step of the way. Stick around. So that's 2 passes over the lawn. We've stripped it back, we've set the scarfire down a bit below what it would normally be. We still have a fair way to go, but I want to get all this cleaned off and then we're going to go over it again. Right guys, so we've done 3 passes, we've cleaned it up, I've just gone over it again. I've encountered a bit of a problem along this edge here. Along this edge it sort of sits up a wee bit, so we've just got Danny going in here and taking that level, just taking that off with a spade. So just the whole way along there. So we're going to go along this edge just to make sure that it's nice and smooth the whole way across, and we're not going to leave a load of dead grass. So as then whenever we put down the soil's going up to this edge here. We've gone over this 4 or 5 times now. You can really see how much has come out. It's really stripped down to the bare. We're going to clean this off one more time. Right guys, just to show you some of the cores here. Now Daniel's just been over this the one pass, so we'll have a look at the cores and see how we're getting on. So there's not much stats left in that core at all, it's all just soil. So we're pretty much ready to go. So we have the lawn all cleared off, it's been aerated, it's been scarified, we've done all that sort of work. I'm going to show you the soil we're using. So today we're using some 70-30. Now it's 70 sand and 30 soil, so that's a really nice sort of textured soil that's going to go over. Now Danny's just putting it into the wheelbarrow there. I'll take you over here. So we'll have our fertiliser spreader, that's how we're going to put the seed out. So we're going to put half the seed on now, put the top dressing on, level it out, and then put on the rest of the seed. So we'll have our rake and lawn level, shovels, grass seed, the mat and our wee blower. We're going to get on with that now. So just at the minute then, Danny's now doing the seeding. So we'll put this on and then we'll put a layer of the top dressing on and then we'll smooth it out. Alright guys, so now time for me to do a bit of work. Now I fell out of my loft a few years ago and I have a really bad back, so I'm going to actually labour for Danny. I'm going to fill the wheelbarrow and bring it to Danny, and Danny's going to spread it out for us, so we'll get back there in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back. Now we had to put the camera away because it started to rain. Rain's really not what you want whenever you're top dressing. There was no rain forecast for today, so a bit unusual, but unfortunately it didn't really come to too much, so we were able to work away. Now I got Danny to spread all this out. I have some dips in the lawn, so the soil that we have left, we're going to fill in those dips and stand them down, and then we'll get on to level on the lawn. So I'll just show you what I mean here. Just across here, there's a dip through here. So it's a really good opportunity, obviously, just to build that edge up there. This section here, this is the bit we've just built up. You want to leave an area like this higher than what you would usually do, and then put it down with your feet, and then we'll put the level on over the top of it. So we'll just do a wee dance along here. But it is just starting to rain here, so we need to be really quick just to show you what I'm doing, and then we'll get the camera away. So we'll have most of the soil down, we just have a couple of patches left just to spread out, and then we're going to give it a rake off, and then we're going to seed it out again. But I want to show you something else here. We'll have this edge along here. Now the customer originally had an old bit of paving going along here. He's requested that we'll leave that, which is pretty, I'm happy at, so I don't need to dig all that out. Because he has this, if the lawn only comes up to here, then he has this strip that he can just run the lawnmower straight up to and not have to worry about it. So whenever we see this lawn, the old lawn went to there, and we're going to go to there too. And then this strip here, this is just going to be dead, and the grass will eventually grow in, but that's the way he's requested this done. All right guys, so we've got all this raked off. It's all lovely and tidy. We're going to put down a drop more seed because there's some places where the seed will be really well buried because we've leveled areas up. We're going to reseed it again, we're going to stand it in, and then we're going to give it one final rake. So let's do that now. Usually we'd take the mat over the top of it. The material we've got, even though it's 70-30, I found it to be quite stony today. I'm scared that if I went over with this here, it'd pull up a lot of stones. So what we're going to do, we're going to stand it all in, do a little shuffle dance over the whole top of it, and then we're going to give it a really light rake, and that should do it on that point. So let's get on with that now. Right guys, so just going to put the pre-seeder fertiliser on. This is the last step. Now it's starting to rain, so I need to be quick. I'm not going to do too much talking.